from your recollection, that wasn't caused by the vehicle?
That was. He entered the hospital actually with no evidence of that.
Ha ha. And then it all backfired. Oh, Daryl, you were so close to nothing. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9E, and we are going to listen and tolerate. I'm going to tolerate Daryl cross-examining this here medical examiner lady. Okay?
Do you recall when you were subpoenaed?
No.
Was it fairly recent to now, or was it some time ago, a few months?
Probably not
You're
months,
asking
but
all
I don't
this.
remember.
Let me guess what the next question is. Do you remember who reached out to say who sent the summons? Was this person's last name Waukesha? Was his first name City? No. Oh. Interesting. Go ahead, Daryl. I know where you getting at. We're trying to sneak up on
Do you recall whom you were subpoenaed by?
Called it.
The district attorney.
Would that be referring to one of the district attorneys here today?
Sue Opper.
Ha. That's right. Say her name, honey. Sue. Sue. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Do you recall what time you arrived on the scene after the incident that night?
It was about 10 to 8.
I had a freedom sandwich and then I headed right on out. It was delicious.
And do you recall what time you finally left the scene?
No, I don't recall exactly.
As soon as I finished eating that freedom sandwich.
Would it be fair to say you were there for quite some time?
Probably around an hour or so, and then we continued our work at the medical examiner's office for a couple more hours.
Oh my God, Daryl. If you only had a point. So get up under the bridge.
And after you were subpoenaed, did you
Yeah.
were you in contact with Attorney Opera after that?
Yes.
Doing my jobby job. You know what that is, Daryl? No. Shocking.
Did
Come on,
Attorney
Daryl.
Opera ever state that she was the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection relevant.
There we go.
Sustained. You do not have to answer
This is
that
how
question.
Daryl wraps it up.
Grounds for the
He
sustained.
likes to
Your Honor.
wrap it up with the same,
You may ask your next question.
little song and dance.
Were you ever made aware of the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection
Grounds.
relevant.
Grounds.
Sustained. You do not have to answer that. Please ask your next question.
Daryl really does think that he needs to say it first. He's like, if I get it out first, I win. Grounds. Oh my gosh. He's so weird.
Grounds for the sustained, Your Honor, before I continue.
Ask your next question.
No, that's right. Get on with it or go on somewhere. I prefer the latter.
Do you even know if there's a plaintiff in this matter?
Objection relevant.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Reason for the sustained, Your Honor.
Ask your next question.
No reason for the sustained, Your Honor.
I said
Ask your
ask that
next
next question or I'm going to release her and then you're going to be shit out of luck.
Do you
But
know of
they-
any claims filed in this matter by you or anyone else?
What are claims?
Any reports filed? Any
Yeah, what are claims? Daryl, you asked the question and don't know what it is you asked.
any filings made on your behalf or anyone?
You already
know?
said that. I said, what are filings?
I'm actually not sure I understand that.
I would object to it. It's vague.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Yeah, and stupid too.
Sustained is
Call
the
it
form of the
stupid.
question.
Daryl can't fix the question because even Daryl doesn't know what the fuck he means by filings. He don't know what he means. He's like, are you aware of any filings, behind this whole thing that happened that I wasn't there for? According to me, not Daryl. She's like, not sure what you mean by filings. What is this filing thing you speak of? Of course, Daryl can't. He can't say because Daryl doesn't know what he means. He just means. Oh, like, look, I don't know what you're asking, so I ain't answering.
Did you make any claim of being an injured party in this matter?
No.
Like, I wasn't
Do you
even
know
there,
of anybody
Daryl.
that has
Objection relevance.
grounds?
I'd have been like, yeah, I do. I'm the medical examiner. I know them up close and personal. Unfortunately, okay. Like, I know she's questioning everything. Look, this is the look on your face when you just go, why? Why? Why all the things? Just why? That's the look on her face. Like, really? Is this what it all comes down to? Oh my God. Yes. Sorry, lady. This is what it is. This is what it be.
Reason for the sustain, Your Honor?
Because it's stupid, Daryl. That's why. Because it's dumb.
Relevance.
There ain't
Speculation.
none. Sorry.
Vague.
As balls. Vague as balls. I just wish somebody just said, what is wrong
You
with
had
you?
any opportunity to view a complaint in this matter?
Objection vague.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form.
Have you ever seen a complaint in this matter?
Objection vague.
Grounds.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form.
And then he looks at her after he says this stupid thing. He like, grounds. Grounds. Thought I had that one, Judge.
Have you ever at any time had any interaction with the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Reason for the sustain, Your Honor?
Because you stupid. There. Next question.
Vague. Relevance.
I ain't got to tell you shit, Daryl. But get up underneath of this here pretty on. This
I
right
would
here is
object to that
semantics.
sustain. You said vague and relevant to the
Sustained.
case.
Next question, sir.
I know that's right.
It's relevant, Your Honor.
Okay, good for it. You
Jury
better hurry up
deserves
now
to know.
something before I kick you out of here.
I respect that. Jury deserves to know, though.
Oh, do they? Do they deserve to know?
Disregard the last statement made by Mr. Brooks. It's not his time to testify. Comments made by the parties or attorneys are not evidence.
They deserve to know. Oh my gosh, Daryl. You're so funny. You are hilarious. You
Have you ever seen the
boo.
plaintiff in this matter?
Objection relevance.
Grounds.
Ground.
Sustained.
Reason for the sustain, Your Honor?
Same as before.
Cause
So
stupid.
that would
Cause
be
Daryl.
relevancy and vagueness.
Ask your next question.
He's just gonna ask the same fucking question. Look, watch. Blah 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 blah. The plaintiff. Blah 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 blah. The plaintiff. Blah 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 blah. The plaintiff. Blah 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 blah.
Was today your first time ever seeing those exhibits that were shown?
No.
You seen those before, those videos?
Videos?
Yeah, the exhibits that were shown.
Diagrams?
Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't know that's how you identified them.
Oh. Well,
Oh,
I
my
drew
God.
them.
Oh,
Oh, Daryl can't admit when he's wrong either. He kept saying the videos. And the exhibits. He talking about the videos. And then she's like, you talking about the diagram? He's like, yeah, I didn't know that's what you called them. But it damn sure ain't videos. If I show you a drawing that I make and you call it a video, I'm going to think something wrong with you, okay? Look at this picture I drew. This is a diagram of the universe. You see how it works? See it? Look, see this? And you go, oh, what a nice video. I'm going to look at you like, you all right? Is you okay? You need some help? Okay. Cause that ain't what that
those
is.
exact ones?
Yes.
Oh, so okay.
Those exact ones.
I wasn't aware of that. I apologize for that question.
So apologize for stupidity.
And so I'm assuming at some point you turned those over to the district attorney. Would that be fair to say?
Today.
Oh, today. Any reason why you didn't previously turn those over before you actually were called to test, or before you knew that you would be testifying today?
I decided to prepare them for the purpose of testimony. They didn't exist before today.
That's interesting.
Oh my God, why? Because you don't understand how jobs work.
So this was really like a 11th hour bottom of the night thing for you to get them prepared and be ready to go today then. Would that be fair to say?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's true, I did finish preparing them today, but I was, what shall I say? I was detailing them and wanted them to be as good as possible.
It's
So how
because you
long
don't
did
know
it
how
take
they
for you
work.
to detail them?
If you knew what she was talking about, Daryl, you wouldn't
I
have this
guess I have to
dumbass look on
explain
your
that
face.
there are no pre-existing diagrams.
I can't stand Daryl, y'all. I can't stand him. He got this look on his face like, oh, so you were like, how long did it take for you to do this thing? Were you rushing through this diagram? Do you know what's at stake for me? She should have said, man, I doodled that shit on a napkin because guess what? It wasn't going to make no difference. Now get up under the prison. Get up underneath the prison.
Of front and back skeleton and body diagrams in my office's collection of diagrams. So I spent time finding the proper diagrams, scaling them, composing them, and putting them in a format that I thought would be the best to illustrate the points I wanted to make. So I created
Exactly.
the basic diagram, and then I decided on how to describe the injuries, and I, did one version, then I did another version. I wanted it to be very good, and so that's why I can say it didn't exist in the form you saw today until today, because that's what I was doing.
So would it be fair to say
It didn't exist in the form that you saw it today. Not it didn't exist. Daryl, you just you know what you is.
that you have been working at this for some time then to get it the way you?
A few days.
Did you anticipate that you would be using those diagrams?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. While I was making them, stupid. Yes, of course. What do you what's wrong with you, Daryl?
So I'm assuming that some type of conversation had to be had in order for you to work that hard on those diagrams. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Yes, fair. That's fair to say.
And you had that conversation with Attorney Opera?
Yes.
To your knowledge, why would you, well, not why, take that back. To your knowledge, what would be the reason why you weren't already asked to develop those diagrams? Meaning, why weren't you asked this months ago in advance?
I don't think that anybody thinks about what exhibits might be used in a trial until the trial approaches, would be my answer.
But it would be fair to say that you just testified that you didn't know for sure if there would be a trial.
Correct.
It was an assumption.
Correct.
Daryl's like, why is she so calm? I feel like I just got her. Like I feel like I just zinged her. But she seems to be unfazed. Like it's almost like I didn't zing her. Let me try again. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's something Daryl don't know. Oh.
Had you ever created any diagrams like that before this
Yeah.
incident?
I'm sorry. For these cases,
Or at any time before this particular case?
are you still you're not referring to these particular cases?
These particular, the way that you did these, had you ever done this before this incident?
I've used diagrams in many, many trials. I just didn't have a diagram that displayed the body and the skeleton in this manner. You know, I had no pre-existing form, but I use diagrams all the time.
Okay.
So for
Now
this
what,
particular case, you decided to go a little bit extra. Would that be fair to say?
Objection, arguments.
Grounds.
Sustained. As to the form of the question.
Daryl? Look at her.
Would it be fair to say
Right,
then
oh
that
my
for this particular case, you decided that you would want a diagram that was a little bit more defined?
What I decided was we had three decedents, and I thought it would be easiest for the jury to understand the complexity of the injuries when talking about three people sequentially if I could compress the information. Otherwise, a typical autopsy might have a skull diagram, and then another page a body diagram, and then another page a skeleton. You know, it would be multiple pages, and I thought that would be very difficult when we're talking about three different people.
So had you thought of that before in any other cases that you've done before this one?
I don't remember testifying about three pedestrians in trial in one sitting ever before.
No.
That's right, Daryl. That's right. You the worst is what she just said, Daryl. She just said you the worst. Well, no. I mean, I ain't never had to sit through no shit like this before. This the worst I've ever seen. What you done is the worst that I've ever seen in all my years in career. Is that what you want to hear? Is that truth you want the jury to know about? Here, jury. Here's some of that truth that Daryl loves so much. Here's your truth, Daryl. Oh, you don't want it? Oh, okay. I thought you wanted it. I thought you wanted this here truth. The truth, huh? The TROOF, the truth. The truth shall set you under the prison.
I wasn't asking if you've testified at a trial before.
That's what you said. That is what you said.
Based on the explanation that you just gave about making it easier to read the diagrams. Had you ever thought of that before this particular case?
Yes, it's not unusual for me to create my own diagrams specific to a case.
Next try, Daryl.
What I meant by that question was
Be careful,
the
Daryl.
way that you
careful.
designed these particular diagrams.
Uh-huh.
Had you thought of doing it this way before this particular incident?
Objection is irrelevant.
Grounds.
Yeah, and she already answered that. She said, no, I haven't had to because I ain't never had to sit in a trial where three people all got hit by the same car and was all dead. I ain't never had to do that before. She just answered that and humiliated you. That's what she just done. She just called you out in front of the jury. And you better be careful before she do it again, okay?
Sustained.
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
Next question, please.
You already knew you wasn't going to answer that, Daryl. Cut it out. Quit playing, boy. Shh. Quiet. Quiet now. Drink some water, Daryl. Don't you want some of your water? Ain't you parched? Come on, Daryl. Ain't nobody got all day. This lady got a job to do. She got to go back to work. She got a work to do. I know Opera's like, are you serious? Are we still doing this? Is this still happening?
Do you recall when you completed all your medical work for this particular case?
Yep. Yesterday.
But the autopsy report was signed in February of 2022. So my medical work, my conclusions were concluded at that time.
Now what, Daryl?
So about 8 months. At the time that you concluded your reports, were you already thinking about forming the diagrams for the injury?
Hey, Daryl, just so you know, this is her job, which means that she still has to do the thing she had to do there. She has to do it with other people too. These are not the only people who die. Who died. Like, people have been dying ever since. It's just people, it's just passing away. And so this is her job. She didn't do that and then sit on her fucking hands for 8 months, okay? Daryl can't constantly, he's just like, he can't process the fact that this is her job, because Daryl don't know what a job is. That's why this is confusing to him. But go ahead and try to explain it to him. Try. Let's see if it works.
Injuries?
No.
So that kind of came about during the process of
Yeah, when it's now time to do this.
possibly knowing that you might testify.
The diagrams were created as court exhibits,
Today.
completed today.
Explain to him how you've been working this whole time doing other shit, that he ain't the center of the goddamn universe. Explain it to him. He don't understand it. He no
Do you recall
understanding.
what time they were completed today? Was it morning or
Oh my
shortly
God.
before you came in or
Judge,
grounds?
thank you.
Overruled. She may answer.
Relevant. What? Judge, you tripping.
I think I actually completed them last night, but we got the copies made this morning, and they were not given to Ms. Opper until today. So I think they actually were completed in terms of my sketching last night, but they were not, I had to get color copies made and they had to be submitted. So I would say, I thought of them as being done this morning, but I was working on them last night.
No further questions.
Thank God.
Briefly. Ma'am, to follow up on these diagrams that have been presented in court
That's
today.
right.
Are all the findings that are contained in those diagrams from the autopsy protocol?
Yes.
Objection. Relevancy.
Overruled.
How is that irrelevant?
And ma'am, could you have brought in a it's Halloween, so we see them all over the place, but could you have brought in a skeleton and described the same injuries?
Objection. Relevancy.
Overruled. It's
Objection.
redirect.
Hearsay.
She may. It's not hearsay. She may answer.
I could show you the broken bones on the skeleton. I couldn't show you the injuries to the soft tissues or the organs on the skeleton.
And if you had in a doll or a mannequin, that would be something that you could show the jury, just like you did in these diagrams, where the injuries, the external injuries were. Would that be a correct
Objection.
statement?
Relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer.
That's true.
So is there anything on these diagrams that were not contained within the autopsy protocol that were turned over to the state months ago?
Objection. Relevancy.
Overruled.
No, there's nothing on the diagrams that was not, that isn't listed in the autopsy reports.
In fact, if I had a blank diagram in reviewing the autopsy protocol today, if I put a blank diagram in front of you, could you have made these same markings right here? And it would have just taken time, obviously, but could you have done it right now?
Objection. Lead the witness.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, I could.
Thank you. Now, I want to talk
right, 'cause
briefly
she's
about
seen it.
Jane Kulik's autopsy. You had stated that you had discovered a benign uterine fibroid. Is that correct?
Correct.
Did that in any way, was that a factor in her death?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled. She may answer.
No.
And with regard to Wilhelm Hospital, was the presence of a pacemaker in any way related to his death?
Objection. I asked that in my cross and she answered.
Overruled. It's redirect. It's proper. The state may ask it. You may answer.
No.
The coronary disease that you testified to on cross-examination, did that play a factor in his death?
Objection. Same reason.
Oh, shut up, Daryl. Just let it
Answer.
happen. Just relax. Let it happen.
Thoracic fluid found in Mr. Hospital's lungs that you said did play a factor in his death. Is that correct?
Yes.
What caused that fluid buildup around his lungs?
Objection. Answered already.
Overruled. You may answer.
It was an injury to the thoracic duct that was caused by the impact. of the vehicle to his body.
Darrell in short. And Darrell is short too.
All right, thank you. You may step down.
Oh, Darrell, you tried it, boo. You tried it. That's right. Make your little finger thingy, whatever. Your little finger twirlies. Make your finger twirlies all you want to, but you heading to the prison. Woo-hoo. Darrell tried it, y'all. He always trying it. Ain't never working, but he always trying. You know, I give you an E for effort. Okay, I give you for another E for every day that you're gonna spend in the prison. Every day you spend in the prison, it's gonna be a lot of days. How many days in 1,000 years? Oh, that's easy. 365,000, isn't it? Yeah, 365,000. 365,000 days is how many you gonna have to live if you want to walk out of the prison one day. Let me tell you, that ain't gonna happen. Your hairline done already abandoned you. It's already a bad sign, okay? It's a bad omen. Just kidding. To all my people who are, hairline, not inclined, you know what I'm saying? Y'all's are beautiful. It's just Darrell's that's hideous, okay? Mama love you, okay? These is Darrell jokes, all right? All right. Y'all behave. Y'all behave. 'Cause I ain't gonna do it. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Okay? Don't let nobody tell you no different than that, 'cause they lying. They lying. Okay? Put it in your pocket. Keep it. Catch it. Put it in your pocket. Okay? Oh, peace.